This slide shows that there has been minimal growth.
Undergraduates may pursue specific interests within certificate programs.
Our professor is hosting the Business Development Conference.
It takes a long time to walk to the university.
The ways in which people communicate are constantly changing.
Physics is a key subject for understanding the world and the universe.
We can't consider any increase in our prices at this stage.
Many children start producing words before they are able to walk.
Assignments should be submitted to the department office before the deadline.
Air pollution is a serious problem all over the world.
Native speakers are exempt from language tests in their own language.
Please return library books to their correct positions on the shelves.
The toughest part of postgraduate education is the funding. You can contact all your tutors by email.
The railways made long-distance travel possible for everyone.
Sugar is a soluble carbohydrate that is used to sweeten food.
This is an integrated course with several main elements.
The university provides excellent leisure facilities for students and staff.
The digital revolution has changed the way we read.
A good research assistant is not afraid to ask questions.
A laptop computer has been found in the biology lab.
A surprisingly large number of students applied for that course.
A typical task of this course involves a study of society. A very basic definition of computing is counting and calculating.
Academic journals are usually edited by subject specialists.
Academic libraries across the world are steadily incorporating social media.
Accommodation on campus is limited, but there are more options nearby.
Advanced technology will create growth in the economy.
All medical students must clean their hands before entering the room.
All of your assignments should be submitted by next Tuesday.
All students have their own style of learning.
An essay should use evidence from both primary and secondary sources.
Archaeologists discovered tools and artifacts in ancient tombs.
Art is an expression of creative skills and imagination.
Banks charge interest for money they loan to their customers.
Being bilingual is not necessarily having the ability of understanding two languages.
Biology involves the study of life at all levels.
Businesses must obey contemporary general regulations.
Career mobility is very important for new graduates.
Certain organisms can reproduce using just one parent.
Coastal communities are vulnerable to rising sea levels.
Communication skills are significantly important in recent years.
Courses are assessed by group work and individual assignments.
Dealing with the growing population is a challenge for many governments.
Distance learning allows you to develop a career around your commitments.
Economic development needs to be supported by the government.
Every living thing begins as a single cell.
Firm conclusions can be established through rigorous experiments.
Food has become a political issue in the world.
Food that contains antibiotics provides little or no nutritional value.
Global connections increased in academic communities, thanks to social media.
Graphs and charts allow data to be more easily understood.
If you need a parking ticket, see me after the lecture.
Implementation figures are expected to improve in the next few years.
Imported packages are likely to be used in many computers.
Information technology has changed the way we live today.
International exchanges form the important part of our study program.
Every student has both the right and the ability to succeed.
It is clear that the human population impacts the environment.
Journalism faces the crisis in the light of the digital revolution. Key business partners are often intertwined in expense accounts.
Lecture outlines are available on the college's internal website.
Libraries in many areas were closed due to the lack of funding.
Make sure you choose a course that provides you with good career opportunities.
Make sure you've saved all the files before turning off the computer.
Many universities are continuously expanding the postgraduate education online learning resources.
Many universities provide exchange programs to other countries.
Medical researchers have focused on different causes of diseases and treatments.
Momentum is defined as a combination of mass and velocity.
New development in technology contributes to current research.
Nutrition plays a key role in athletic performance.
Our aim is to transmit mathematics teaching in the classroom.
Our company currently employs more than 10,000 people worldwide. Our company must have independent financial auditing.
Our laboratory equipment is provided free of charge.
Our workshops are opening for all students on campus.
Peer review is a central part of scientific methods.
Building trust is something that cannot be achieved overnight.
Please follow the guidelines for more information on setting the goals.
Population geography includes the study of demography.
Professors with higher educational standard trained them extremely seriously.
Protective clothing must always be worn all the time.
Purity is one feature that makes gold expensive.
Rail transport is becoming more and more popular.
Read the safety instructions before using any equipment in the workshop.
Reading histories involves a level of careful selections.
Important details from the argument are missing from the summary.
Renovation works have been undertaken throughout the building.
Rising inflation means an increase in goods prices and a decrease in demand for consumer products.
Scientists recognize differences among water molecule content.
Slides and handouts can be downloaded after lectures.
Social media is criticized for causing internet addiction.
Some vocational courses of institution are funded by private enterprises. Sound waves are unable to travel through vacuum.
Speak to your tutor if you need further assistance.
The student shop has a range of stationery. Students may only use parking cards in authorized university parking spaces.
Students who attempted to go to the conference must register now.
Studying history can help you better understand the present.
Studying medicine is always with a wide range of opportunities.
Take the first step to apply for your university scholarship.
Most known oil reserves only last for half a century.
The coffee machine on the third floor is not working today.
The course covers architecture planning and construction on the international scale.
The course tomorrow will require higher skill levels.
The degree is taught by using a mixture of lectures and seminars.
The extent of advertising on children is very much open to debate.
The food crops require a large amount of water and fertilizer.
The history department is very active in research.
The history lecture has been moved to the lecture theatre.
The history of this university is a long and interesting one.
The lecture tomorrow will discuss educational policies in the United States.
The library will be closed for staff training tomorrow morning.
The new biology course will be starting in February. The new media has transformed the traditional, national boundaries.
The night sky has always involved mystery and wonder. The paper challenged many previously accepted theories.
The plight of wildlife has been ignored by many developers.
The poster of this play is hung in the large lecture theatre. The professor took a year off to work on her book. The program must be conducted abiding by general regulations.
The public is often misled by the biased coverage.
The reception staff provide advice on private accommodation.
The research shows that spending time outdoors has a range of benefits.
The researchers are disappointed that their materials are proven to be inconclusive.
The results of the study underscored the discoveries from early detection.
The scholarship is available for both local and international students.
The studies showed Hong Kong people are the most active in Asia.
The study of history can provide unique insight.
The study of utilizing projects is funded by the university.
The summer course was cancelled due to insufficient enrollments.
The teaching staff are actively engaged in the original research.
The terms illness and disease are confusing, despite clear differences.
The theatre courses are encouraging students to exercise creativity.
The university has invested in new technology designed for learning.
The university library holds a number of collections of geological maps.
The university's main library will be open till midnight until next Monday.
The untapped potential for using the sun's rays is phenomenal.
The use of dictionary is not allowed during the examination.
The use of mobile phone is not permitted in the library.
There is a significant difference between theory and practice of education.
There is a variety of different ways to present statistical information.
There is a welcome party for all new students each term.
There is no economic recognition that borrowing is necessarily bad.
These words recognize the excellence of the undergraduate's research projects.
They developed a unique approach to training their employees.
This book can be borrowed for a maximum of 1 week.
This course aims to develop your knowledge of statistics.
This course can help to deepen your appreciation of art.
The essay will argue that technology does more harm than good.
Those who are considering a career of marketing should attend the talk.
Undergraduates have a wide range of cultural modules to choose from.
Understanding visual media has never been more challenging. We are phasing out the disposable cups on campus.
We can all meet in the office after the lecture.
We help students to develop their individuals and follow their interests.
We hold visiting tours throughout the year for students.
You must set a security question when resetting your password.
You should submit your team papers to the general office.
Your statistical information depends on your raw data.
Critical thinking is one part of a broad education.
The English and Journalism degree has certain placements in the third year.
This paper has the potential to transform life sciences.
Before the refrigerator was invented, people used underground ice houses.
You can get your coffee and tea in the lounge.
The fiction books are just past the counter.
The history of economics is a tricky subject to study. It would be extremely beneficial to work together.
A good architectural structure should be usable, durable, and beautiful.
I want to make an appointment with the manager.
Please turn off the lights to save energy.
The weather used to be lovely at this time of the year.
The local government has adopted a plan for infrastructure development.
There are more opportunities to receive the grants in most artistic fields.
Technology has changed the media we both used and studied.
Students are required to have a biology degree to be enrolled in this course.
Safety glasses should be worn while doing experiments in the lab.
Traffic is the main cause of air pollution in many cities.
Globalization often puts more pressure on national economic policies.
As student union members, we can influence change in the university.
Global warming is a threat to economic growth.
The change of policy will have a great effect on society.
Computer science has become a popular university degree course.
Please click on the logo above to enter the site.
Practical experience is a vital part of legal training.
The financial market reacts wildly to political uncertainty. Social media has grown enormously in recent years.
Most home buyers receive a loan from the bank.
Relying on natural ability will not get you far in science. A bar chart can provide useful information for data comparison.
All industries consist of systems of inputs, processes, outputs and feedback. Recession triggers creativity and high rates of entrepreneurship due to past experience.
A new camera can identify your eyes and focus on them.
Several candidates were qualified as the greatest scientists of all time.
The faculty staff are very approachable, helpful and extremely friendly.
Organizational failure is considered from various perspectives of academic literature.
There is a clear need for further research in this field.
The Earth's atmosphere is mostly composed of nitrogen and oxygen.
You can have your laptop during the exam.
She has made a significant contribution to the field of chemistry.
Many birds migrated to the warmer area for winter.
Please visit the website for information about opening time.
The exam system has been upgraded due to professional exams.
Certain scientific principles need to be learned verbally or by logical deduction.
Students are encouraged to think carefully about their accommodation needs.
Some people believe that education should be free for all.
Find out how to get your resources before your research.
The marketing budget is doubled since the beginning of the year.
The ability to work with fellow students cannot be stressed enough.
We can work together to achieve higher educational standards.
Water taps on the campus will discourage the frequent use of plastic bottles.
Americans have progressively defined the process of plant growth and reproductive development in quantitative terms.
The digital camera has some advantages over traditional film. The island is located at the south end of the bay.
Philosophy uses logic and reasons to analyze human experience.
The project is divided into 4 main sections.
This course puts great emphasis on critical thinking skills.
Continuing students will be receiving the necessary application forms.
Students would develop confidence in their ability to think critically.
Economic problems caused a big rise in unemployment.
The economy is now on its first signs of recovery.
Meeting with mentors can be scheduled for students who require additional support.
Students will focus on reporting news on the changing media world.
Statistical results should be expressed in different ways depending on the circumstances.
The speaker began the outlines before the presentation.
This class will look at the structure of the essay.
The visiting speaker used to be a lecturer in this department.
Some departments have their own special book collections.
In his lifetime, he composed most of the works.
The other book is not thorough, but it's more insightful.
Students requiring an extension should apply sooner rather than later.
Some students find true or false questions harder than short answer questions.
An architect requires problem-solving skills and an eye of design.
A wide range of aspects is covered in this subject.
She began by giving an outline of the previous lecture.
Scientists have found all parts of science.
The university will see colossal renovation to the faint, empty theater.
He wrote poetry and plays as well as scientific papers.
We are researching the most significant challenges we are facing today. Despite their differences, all forms of life share the same characteristics.
Please confirm that you have received the textbook.
All of the assignments must be submitted in person to the faculty office.
Convincing evidence to support this theory is hard to obtain.
Economic streams of the early Roman Republic will be examined.
Science is found everywhere in society today.
Public perception about biotechnology is crucial for developing scientific consensus. Some economists argue that the entire financial system is fatally flawed.
Students must pass all the qualifying examinations.
The aim is to reduce the risk that people take.
Writing an essay is easy once the research is finished.
Listening is the key to succeeding in this course.
The bus to London will leave 10 minutes later than expected.
The deadline of the marketing assignment has been extended.
Employment opportunities available in engineering are increasing rapidly.
Each department has its own style of guidelines for assignments.
Please note that the seminar has been cancelled now.
One student representative will be selected from each class. A good academic essay should have a clear argument. The election for president is held once every 4 years. In the new project, you have to present the different items.
Graduates from this course generally find jobs in insurance industry.
A regional assembly was moved to the devolution of power.
A number of students have volunteer jobs.
You will be tested online.
In recent years, America has developed a coffee culture.
A demonstrated ability to write clear, correct and concise English is bigotry.
Hundreds of scientific papers have been published on global warming.
I will come back to this in a moment.
The research has produced some other unexpected results.
It is hard to observe the reaction of the character.
There are 3 courses in our study programs. Let me give you an example to explain what I mean.
Feedback can be given in a variety of ways.
To gain access to the facilities, student cards must be shown.
In the winter, it gets harsh, but it won't be an issue since there is a heater. Services are rapidly growing in parts of the global economy.
The development has a great negative impact on the environment.
Some people argue that education is not that important.
You may find it useful to view the photographs.
Currently, the company employs people all over Europe.
The meeting has some struggling overlaps.
The toughest part of research for undergraduate education is funding.
This means we will have so many troubles on the lam.
Understanding how to use the library will save your time.
Check the website if you are looking for discounted textbooks.
Our courses help to improve critical thinking and independent learning skills.
The Science Library is currently located on the ground of the library.
Strangely, people are impacted by spontaneously using statistics.
The department has a higher than normal proportion of postgraduate students. The Industrial Revolution in Europe was driven by steam technology.
The office hours will be changed from next term.
The teacher training is an observation of the classes.
Tutors should set a clear goal at the start of the class. Universities need to secure the grants for research subjects.
All essays and seminar papers must be submitted to your tutor via email.
Globalization has been an overwhelming urbanization phenomenon.
Too much information may be avoided by good research design.
The garden behind the university is open to the public in summer.
The task tomorrow will require higher-level skills. The academic tradition of the school ensures excellence.
You need to put these books on the table over there.
The stock market redesigned the market throughout the world.
There are dedicated specialist librarians available all the time.
We can have a lecture on the morning of Thursday.
Scholarship applications must be handed in at the end of the month. Many universities' lectures can now be reviewed on the Internet.
Eating fish twice a week is a recommendation for a healthy diet.
The goal of the company is to get investment.
Psychologists say what we have experienced influences our behaviors.
Babies can distinguish between what is language and what is not.
The two sides have disagreed on how to solve the problem.
Field trips are essential parts of most geography courses.
Sugar is a compound including carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms.
Students should leave their bags on the table by the door.
It helps you to rationally assess your arguments.
The English degree is a worthy degree for the third year.
The government is funding research studies on the consequences of unemployment.
The skills of great stage actors cannot be taught.
Linguistics is the scientific study and analysis of language. Providers of higher education treat plagiarism extremely seriously.
Urban planning emphasizes the efficiency and expansion of community. It is interesting to observe the development of language skills of toddlers.
Many university lectures can now be viewed on the Internet. The course will start with the history of architecture.
Technology has transformed the nature of society.
Experts say learning and listening to music can reduce the stress.
When sentencing, the court will depend on whether the criminal is guilty or not.
Our company is intended to hire more than 10,000 people worldwide.
The British students need to study mathematics in secondary school.
The Internet has transformed the nature of publishing.
Many important policies need to be made.
Having strong motivation is vital for achieving your goal.
Thousands of people turned out ahead of the prestigious election.
For small businesses, making a profit is the main priority.
We are fixing up disposable cups on campus.
Businesses must adapt to the data protection regulations.
Please make sure your application follows the guidelines provided.
Students are permitted to park in campus parking spaces.
Online courses allow students to work at their own pace.
Companies' projects must adapt to the general data protection regulations.
Scientific experiments should be repeated in order to verify the results. In that moment, few people moved from the town to the village.
The falling birth rate means the number of students drops.
We are continuing to provide postgraduate online learning resources.
The university canteen offers different healthy meal options.
Restrooms are down the entrance and to the right.
We should have a meeting to discuss and report.
You can keep your bags in the back room.
Rising inflation may indicate the increasing demand for consumer products.
A teacher explains clear notes in the lecture.
Please move us to the meeting room for the next hour.
The students will meet their new teachers after the summer vacation.
Foods containing overabundant calories supply little or no nutritional value.
There were a lot of traffic jams this morning.
Close the door behind you when you leave the room.
You must call your doctor to make an appointment.
Restaurants are down to the hall and next to the right.
The teacher explained the homework to the class.
In my opinion, this car should be repaired soon.
Science degrees are now offering different levels of specialization.
There must be planets in the universe that can support life.
The study of history can help us to learn about ancient lives.
Before choosing your university courses, you should consider your future career.
Optional tutorials are offered in the final week of a term.
It is important to plan your study time carefully.
Our faculty includes 5 libraries in the university.
Computers used to be larger than they are now.
Figures could be established through rigorous establishment.
The notification will not be received until the following week.
Archaeologists are astonished by unexpected previously overlooked foundations.